I'm taking care of the chickens today, and it's normally Brittany's chore, but she's out of town, and so I'm filling in for her. And little secret, guys, I've never collected eggs, and so I try it right here, and guess what? They wouldn't let me have any eggs. So I'm just continuing my exercise as a walk now that I'm done with some of the chicken chores. And it's got me thinking about just daily structure. I had this idea in my head. I always do that. Like the reason that I don't get more done is because I'm constantly kind of like reacting and just taking care of other people. Like kids. Like you got to just be ready at all the times, and you know. But just need a little bit more daily structure. And it's hard just to like flip a switch and set it. I love the idea of waking up at 5 a.m. and I've done that 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. consistent wake-ups for a lot of my life. And I like that I can get up and it's before anybody else is up, and I can just knock out what I need to knock out and do what I want to do, and like I'm in control, at least in those moments, until someone else wakes up. The problem is with Jude, if I get up at 5, he gets up at 5. And so, because he's like 14 months and he has a hard time sleeping if he's not like next to somebody. So if I get up out of bed, then he can't continue sleeping. So it's like kind of a struggle. So I'm like considering shifting to like more of a PM schedule where like I put him to bed at like 8:30, and then I stay up until like midnight, 1 o'clock working or doing whatever. Problem with that for me is like I'm tired and I don't have especially the creative energy, but sometimes I just don't have the energy to sit down in front of a screen and like edit or like hash out plans or do scheduling or other paperwork, when it's like midnight, 1 o'clock. So I'm trying to figure that out. Always, it's just constantly like trying to figure stuff out. So anyway, that's just what I'm thinking about lately. But I do have a lot going on, and then between like 2 workouts a day and eating and driving to the gym, that all takes a lot of time of the day. So I try to do things that I can do with the kids, like the walks that I go on, like I could take the kids, and then when I have like my time, try to do things that I can't do when I'm with other people or with the kids. So that sounds like trying to structure things, but it's really just, here's my post. I go to that post and I touch it and I turn around. I just still feel like it's just very reactive. But I think that I can either choose to be frustrated by that and choose to have something to blame by pointing my fingers at that, or I can just own it. Also accept that that's just where I am in life right now, and it's temporary just based on the ages of my children, and just kind of deal with it the best I can, stay cheery, and blaze forward, So in the past, I've done things like the 5 a.m. club and Miracle Morning, and I really like those things, but I also like the idea, and Craig Ballatine, a couple other guys are proponents of this too. I can't remember where I heard it first. It was probably Craig, but just wake up and then, Alex Hormozy says this for sure. Wake up and then whatever it is that you need to do, like that's what you do, right? When you get up, instead of doing like journaling, exercising, meditating, cold plunge, like all these other things, just like get up, start doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if you're supposed to be writing that day, just get up, start writing, maybe have a cup of coffee, but just get up and just get right into it, instead of like doing all these other things that distract you and take your time and also your energy. I mean, it's crazy because like I've done Miracle Morning, and I used to spend like an hour every morning doing it, and I really loved it, and it was good like me time for sure. It wasn't super productive, so maybe there was like occasionally I would do like the shortened version. You get up, smash a glass of water, do 10 push-ups, read, and then just kind of get into it from there, and maybe that's more it. But the thing about like the sitting still and the reading right when I get up is like, man, or like meditating right when I get up, I almost just fall back asleep. So I got to be careful about that. But I just need to I always say this. I always do this thing. Oh, I need to this. I need to that. But yeah. Anyway, I guess, summarize. I would like to be more productive with my days, and be more intentional with the direction of my life than I really have been. And part of it is me, but part of it is also where I am in life right now with 2 young kids. Where I am responsive and reactive, and that's just part of what it is. So anyway, just sharing my my walk thoughts or my shower thoughts with y'all, and if you have any advice or a favorite book, put it in the comments. And yeah, I'd love to take a look. I mean, I'm reading every day, and I read a lot. I probably read, if I'm really honest, around 15 to 20 full books a year. So I'd like to maybe try and find more time to read, but I'll get there. Pickle! Pickle was squealing to come on a walk with me. So we're just going to do a quick hot lap. I normally do about 2 miles, and I don't want to take her down by the chickens. I don't think she can do a full 2 miles because most of it's gravel. It's not soft grass like this. Anyway, she loves going. She's like 10 or 11 now. She still keeps up for a while. Alright, so I'm getting on site for a shoot today. It's just a construction progression project, and my understanding is that they're going to use these images for the meeting and things like that. The client is here. He unlocked the gate and offered to let me in, but I don't need in. So anyway, I'm going to get the controller set up. I've got this guy here, and I have some mixed thoughts on it. I think that the lanyard looks ridiculous, wearing the neck strap with this, but I really like being able to just let go. And when I do that, this guy here flops off. So I'm just going to be patient with it today and see if I can make it work, because it is sunny, and it's not so much being able to see as it is just keeping the heat off of the controller there. So cool. So I normally prep the drone for photos. I don't run any NDs, so I've got that already set up. I just need to put in a memory card, and I've got this handy guy. I have 4 that I've been working on, and then 3 or 4 others that are cleared for a new project, and they're all 256 gig cards. I mean, if I'm doing raw photos, I could do something like 20,000 on a 256 gig card. So, I don't really wipe these all the time just because I don't think it's necessary, and it serves as one more additional layer of backup. Of course, these images I'm going to shoot, copy onto the computer in at least one place, and then get uploaded to the client pretty much right away. But just in case, I just don't see the point in wiping it. Have you ever formatted the wrong card? I can't tell the cards apart. They all look basically the same. So, all right, so I'm going to get in the air here, and then I'll cut video because I need to check my phone that I'm shooting on for notes. So I'm going to fire up the drone, fire up the remote. Got fresh batteries and everything. And pretty clear. The airspace looks good here. I'm in Lacey, Washington. My concern was it's not super far from a base. The Joint Base Lewis McChord JBLM is just right here. But we're not in their airspace, so that means I can just go for it. So, all right. Need to resync my remote here. All right, so we're good. The entire construction site, it's probably 4 or 5 acres, I would guess, just by looking at it. There's this huge crane. That's going to be my obstacle. There aren't any power lines going through the site. There aren't any tall trees at the site, although around the perimeter there are some, just to the, I think that's to the west there. But all in all, not anything really I need to be too concerned about. So I'm going to get in the air, and I'm going to calibrate my compass. I think the Mavic 2 is the last drone that DJI made that you need to like constantly calibrate. I think that they definitely upgraded the compasses on all the subsequent models. I've had the Air 2 before, a newer model, not the same drone, but you know, you only have to do the compass like once a month on that. So we're gonna get in the air, hand launch, here we go. All right, and we're off. So I'm gonna cut camera, take a look at my notes, and we're gonna knock this out. I'm on my third battery and I'm ready to come in and land. Everything went really smooth. I drove pretty far to get here, so when in doubt, I overshoot. So this would normally be like a 1 battery shoot, but I don't want to drive back here. It was an hour and 45 minutes one way. So I'd rather over deliver right now and have a little bit more to sort through at home than have to come back. So everything went smooth. The only thing that I had come up was, so I mentioned before, we're not too far from that military base. I had an Apache come low level. He was probably around 400 feet. I heard him coming. I didn't expect him to be that low. So I stopped and just kind of watched the sky for a second, and he came over the top of the trees into my view. And he was probably 300 or 400 feet. I was around 400 feet in the corner of the construction site that he was moving towards. And so I immediately went into sport mode and just went straight down and made sure that I didn't hit any trees or anything, just to give him space, but then also like I didn't want to make a helicopter pilot nervous or anything like that. I used to fly helicopters, and it was before drones, but you know, birds, plastic bags on the tarmac, all kinds of stuff can make a helicopter pilot nervous. Let me grab this drone. And so again, I'm not facing the sun is to my back, and I can scooch in sideways to me, and that way the obstacle avoidance doesn't hit the brakes, and I can come all the way in for a nice hand landing. So anyway, that was today, and yeah, but so anyway, the helicopter didn't flinch. He carried on his way, and as soon as he was kind of out of view and safe, I got back up and continued the flight. I made sure to watch the radio frequency icon on the controller, because if I went too low into the trees and lost connection, the drone would automatically go to a predetermined height and fly back to me, which could potentially put it in the path of the helicopter or vice versa. And so you have to maintain positive control of the aircraft, and then also dodge lower aircraft that are flying, manned aircraft. Always take priority. And so anyway, quick story for that. And so anyway, we're gonna hop in the car, stop for an energy drink or a coffee, and then drive the 2-ish hours back to home office, get these images uploaded, do some editing, and then start packing for tomorrow. I didn't tell you guys what tomorrow is yet. All right, stay tuned, you're gonna love this. This is Kevin. He's the resident peacock here on the farm. Hey Kevin, what you up to, big guy? Going for a little stroll? Okay, talk to you soon. Hey everyone, just want to share something really quickly. Man, I just do not feel like going to the gym today. I feel tired. I've already spent like 4 hours in the car, mostly in traffic. I'm just kind of fried. It's been a hot week, a long week. I got a long day tomorrow. I just wish I could cut it out today. But I think that one of the advantages that people don't talk about being on a program like 75 Hard is like, man, I don't get a skip day, right? Like, program calls me, my version of the program that I wrote for myself calls for me to go to the gym and lift 4 days a week. And the first 2 days of this week, Sunday and Monday, I was like taking care of a sick kid who couldn't go to kid care at the gym. And so now I have the opportunity to go now when I really don't want to. And you know, the idea is that that's going to make me stronger and tougher and more mentally disciplined. So I guess that's like my little ode to the program and to being on a program and sticking with it, is you push yourself to do things that maybe you wouldn't have before. And so the hope, of course, is that that discipline carries itself over into, you know, when the program is over or when you're off program, But there's this other like little concept that I think about all the time. Like for other people, like I'll wake up at 5 a.m. or 4:30 and I'll like go do a shoot for somebody else, but I won't do it for me. Or like I'll drive a couple hours out to help a friend, but like if it was something for me, I might not. And it's like all these things that I could do for myself, I'm not. So why don't I do more for myself? And it's just an interesting concept, and like for me anyways, and like going through 75 hard, it reminds me like, hey, like if you can wake up at 4:30 in the morning and go do a drone, and that wasn't today by the way, if you can wake up at 4:30 in the morning and go do a drone shoot for somebody, you can wake up at 4:30 in the morning and sit down and script a documentary, or go to the gym, or go for a walk, or like do those things for yourself. Like if you can do it for someone else, you can do it for yourself. And so I just thought I'd take a quick second and encourage anyone else who's feeling like me right now, that just remember, if you can do something for someone else, be it your job or a partner or a boss or whatever, you can do it for yourself too. All right. Wish me luck at the gym. All right, guys. So here we are at the gym. I'm about to get after it. Okay. Second set. The first was at 135. This is at 155. Let's try it out. Trying to do 7 sets of 7 today. So I'm going to be really honest, I don't know if I got it in me for 7 sets like that. We might do 1 or 2 more at this weight and then drop back down to 135. The last time I skipped out on sets, and this time I need to follow through on them. That's my goal for right now, even if I have to keep dropping. Getting through the reps is important, so I'll let you know how it goes. Second set, 10. All right, so another good workout, and I guess my little cheat today is I'm just wearing my gym clothes home. All right, so back to editing. This is the 3rd or 4th time today that I've sat down, and something just keeps coming up. So I got a text a little while ago to do a drone shoot in Seattle tomorrow on my way to Ellensburg for my special project that you all don't know about yet. And so instead of packing for that trip tomorrow morning like I had scheduled, I've been packing for it for the last like 2 hours and just kind of getting everything ready, because I'm going to be gone for 3 days and 2 nights, and I got more stuff to do tomorrow, like chores around here. And yeah, anyway, I'm really excited, and I think this wraps up the day, everyone. But we're gonna get a little bit more on task with these videos, so it's not just following me through the day. We're gonna pick a topic. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time tomorrow.